Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Raenelle-Lee. If you are new to my channel, you all can feel free to hit that subscribe button. If not, and you're just here to watch this video, well then no problem. Can't remember the last time I did a story time, but today I have one for y'all. I tend to refrain from posting certain things on my channel. I prefer to be a little bit more positive, but sometimes I feel like it's very important to address certain things that happen in life. So this is my experience working with a local producer, I think. I get really frustrated when it is you are doing work with a company and you get bad customer service. Like, nothing pisses me off. I hate bad customer service so bad. The entertainment industry is, you know, it's described as a cutthroat industry because it's very tough, it's very competitive. When you get opportunities, you grab it. It's very difficult to get yourself out there. But when I experience things like this is when, you know, I start to get very tizzy. So let me just get into the backstory of how I even heard about LA Records and how I even started working with them. This dates back to 2018, right? At the beginning of 2018. So I participated in a challenge, an overdue challenge was the name of it. This challenge was done by Irfan Alves. He had a song at the time called Overdue. You know, I was like, you know what? These prizes are sounding amazing, and these challenges and stuff that they have these days are based on likes. So basically, if you're not famous, you're not gonna win. I'm gonna insert the video right now just for throwback purposes.
Nothing anybody like you, and every single time we touch, no one ever wanna stop, because I always wanna let you know that I love you so much. It's nobody like you. Nothing anybody like you. Make we ball out. Oh. Long times are overdue.
I was like, you know what, it's fine. Like, I didn't win the overdue challenge, but I'm not gonna give up. I'll just continue with my life and see whatever happens with like my musical career, my vocal career, whatever it is, right? Whatever you want to call it, right? So after the overdue challenge, I got a message on my Instagram saying that she came across my video from a competition a while back, and if I want to build my music career, I could contact this number. So when I saw the message, I was like really excited, but I didn't want to show that I was excited. So, you know, I kept it calm, like, hi, okay, I'll message you on WhatsApp or whatever. And I proceeded to message her on WhatsApp. So I messaged her and I was like, thanks for reaching out or whatever. And she basically told me, like, you know, she found like my video was good or whatever. I don't know if I was the only person they reached out to, but I was excited. Like, huh, y'all reaching out to me and y'all have enough followers on Instagram. So, you know, I feeling like, girl. So like we started to converse, and she was saying that if I had any idea how much it was to literally produce, mix and master an entire song. And I had no clue because I had never done anything like it. I just knew for a fact that it was very expensive. I was thankful for the information because I didn't really have like figures in my mind. I just knew from like what other people would say that it was something that was expensive. She was like, you know, it's so expensive, but because whatever, we want to offer you these production services, mixing, mastering or whatever, for like a reduced cost of, I think it was supposed to be $1,500. $1,500 is what they initially told me. So, you know, I was like, cool, like, I'm down for it, count me in, I really want to do it. And if it is something is costing 11k or like 10k or whatever to produce, mix, master, everything, and I get it for like 1,000 something, like, I'm cool for it. I made sure and I asked my mom what she thought. I made sure and asked my boyfriend. There was an artist who worked with them previously, and I had him on my WhatsApp because we used to talk, whatever. I messaged him. He was like, yeah, they're good, like, you know. First they told me $1,500, but then in the end they came up with a package that was $1,000. He had like an interview and thing on TV saying, you know, the reason he has this is for people, you know, who you might still be in university, because a lot of people from university, they are so talented, even secondary school children, but they cannot afford, and their parents cannot afford to send them to school plus pay like a big set of money to record a song. That is a great idea, a good initiative. When I saw an interview from him and he was explaining like the nature of the package, I messaged the girl on WhatsApp and I was like, I don't think that this is for me, because I think I misinterpreted what you said. I thought that I would listen to an instrumental and write a song. However, when I heard what it was about, it was that you literally have to come with your entire song. You have to come with your lyrics, and he would, your melody for the lyrics, and they would put a beat to it, and that's what your song would be like. So I was like, girl, I'm really not sure if I'll be ready for this, because I misinterpreted what you said. She was like, it's okay, like we really want to do it. She's like, it's okay to have somebody who paid already and they have like a wedding to plan. They paid in June, July, and they're gonna record in November or December after their whole wedding shenanigans, right? Because they didn't have time. And I was like, serious? Okay, good. So this sounds good. That means I'm not being rushed. I decided to write my song. When I was finished, I messaged them and I went in to their place. At this point in time, they were in Santa Rosa, right? I went to Santa Rosa and I paid my first $500. I was introduced to the producer. At that point in time, I think he had a class session going on because he was teaching whatever. I just washed my hair and my hair is dripping down, so if you'll see any water, that is, yeah. So I went first, paid $500, and they emailed me a contract and said when I was coming to work with the contract. So I signed off my contract, I read it, my mom read it, whoever had to read it, read it. That's basically how we started. We took really long, because as I said, she messaged me in March and I didn't have my first session until October. Now this is not to fully blame them. There was like 1 or 2 times they would present this to me and I could not make it, so it wasn't only their fault, but there came a time from March or whenever I paid the money to October that they were just taking really long to contact me, and I started to see this as like red flags. I messaged her on WhatsApp and I said, you know, I don't think that I want to do it again, basically. And I remember she sent me a message and she was like, you are so talented and we want you to reconsider doing it, working with us, because we believe in you, and like real nice sugar coated stories. Like an ordinary person would be like, oh my god, you feel like that about me, like, you know, you feel on top of the world. But I am naturally like a very humble person, so even when I get compliments, they don't go to my head. Like literally they don't go to my head. What I say is what goes to my head, if you understand. Like I don't really take on outside people, so, and that's kind of bad. But like she was saying all these things to me, and in my mind I'm just thinking, yeah, right, you just want me to work. But I was like, okay, fine, let's just go with it. Fast forward into October now. I had my first session on the 27th of October. Pay my other $500. Reaching Santa Rosa now, and I called them and the guy answers, the producer. Okay, so I called and I was like, okay, so right now, like I am in Santa Rosa, I'm in the area right now, but I cannot remember the house because I went and paid my money since like April, May, June, like somewhere around there. So like I have no idea right now about where the house is. I just know the area in Santa Rosa. And he was like, where are you or something? So I was like, Santa Rosa. Like that was a weird question. So he was like, oh, let's call her, I want to find a name for her, Sarah. Let's call her Sarah. So he was like, so Sarah didn't tell you that the studio moved? And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, the studio moves, now we are in Arima. So he gave me directions, find the place. He is not there. My mom was already vexed because of the red flags. I called him again and he was like, he coming right back or whatever, but somebody will open up for me. Paid my money, got a receipt, and that was that, right? Contract signed and everything, that I paid $1,000, and we got to go. Eventually he comes now and we begin the studio session. He starts his studio sessions with a word of prayer. I love how he started with a prayer because it kind of puts you in a more calm mood. So I go through my song, I sing my song for him, and he would like find the chords and stuff like that. So he found the chords and he's talented, like talented. So he was like, cool, so we have it, let's put you by the mic or whatever and let's record a demo so you could go home and you could practice over and over with. So I went and I did the demo, and like while doing the demo he's asking me like if this is my first song. I'm like, yes, this is my first song. How long now I singing and all kind of thing. He was like, you know, you have a really nice voice, and you know, I'm like, yeah, thank you. When I finished my studio session, I went back to my aunt's house where we were having a line for my grandmother, and we played my song on the speaker, and I was so excited, I was so proud of myself. And I remember tweeting, like I'll see if I could find the tweet. I had it as a pinned tweet, and I was like, October October 27th is going down in history, because there I was thinking my song was so good, and like when it's finally out, like people will really like it, and it's like the beginning of something great, right? After that came the waiting period, because it was supposed to have 4 sessions altogether. So I recognized time was passing, and I was not being called for another session. There were times like I would call and I would be ignored if I sent a message. So after October, I recognized like nothing happening, and then we were in 2019, and Carnival was coming up, and you all know local producers are very busy during Carnival time. So I was like, you know what, I won't message him until after Carnival, because I know he will be working with different artists or whatever. So I will leave him do what he has to do, and then I would message him after. So after they saw that, they called me, right? And they were like, okay, let's schedule a session. 10th of May was when I was supposed to go. And I said, pleasant good evening. I did not get a confirmation call. I just wanted to confirm that my session is on for 5 this evening. When I sent the message, the paragraph there that I wanted to get back my money, you know, they kind of called me and asked me to reconsider. They started to say, you know, he was on a new staff now, and he was trying to put things in place. Seemed like, what did I call her, Sarah in the beginning? She was not working with him anymore. So I decided to reconsider, and that's how I ended up having another session. I didn't get a confirmation call, and I was so confused. I was like, do I go, do I not go? I don't want them to think that I have a session, because not every business call and confirm your appointments. Not every business. I was like, you know what, it's better to go than not go, and then they say that I never showed up, then I will look bad.
Alright, y'all, so today's Friday, right? Today is Friday. It is currently like 4:30, and I am going to my studio session. You all know I spoke about the studio session on my status. I did not get a call to confirm my session. I called, did not get an answer, and then I sent a message and I did not get an answer. So I'm still going to show up, and well, I'm making this not knowing what's going to happen. Right, so update, it is 4:49. I just went in, rang the bell, and I did not get a response. So in their defense, it is still early, like it's 10 to 5, so I'm gonna wait until it's 5 o'clock, and then I'll ring the bell again and we'll see. Good, so I just went and I think I need to press the doorbell again like 3 times, and then while I was there, I see the number calling me. So I answered. She was like, "How they sorry, they were supposed to contact me, but their service is down. The admin was supposed to contact me, but right now their service is down, and it's currently fixing or whatever. Bear in mind it's 5:10 right now." So she was like, "How they will call me, whatever." I was like, "I am okay. I want my money back." Yeah, tell her I want my money back. She just now, when I was outside the car, right there, she was like, if I want to reconsider. I said no. I said because he all on Instagram doing things with all kind of different artists, and I pay my money too. So I don't understand. So I tell her that, and she was like, how she will talk to him, and I don't want to reconsider. Like, I'm over it. I just want back my money. You understand? So that's the update with this whole studio.
Like, you all have a session for 5 o'clock. You all were supposed to have that written down somewhere. You all were supposed to contact whoever you all had to see and tell them the system is down. In work a day, I got a call, and that was them calling me, telling me that, you know, they don't want back, they basically don't want to give me back my money because I already have an instrumental. And she was like, she's hoping that like, you know, still come in and schedule a session, let's just get it over with, blah blah blah. So this was when on the 3rd of June I made up my mind, and I was like, you know what, I am done with LA Records, and I'm not interested. So I said, hello, good afternoon. After much dissatisfaction with LA Records, I have sent an official email addressing my concerns. I will also place the document in this chat because I wanted to make sure that they got it. So I emailed them my concerns, but I also put it in this chat. And then I also said I will also place a summarized version of my complaints on this chat, and I sent them exactly what I said. So they replied, good day, your letter was received and Mr. Andrews will respond accordingly. Thank you. I said thank you, right? So I would just let you all know, like, I guess maybe I could give you all a rundown of the letter. Okay, so I'll try to do this as fast as possible. It's a long letter. Okay, so I decided that that part about the email was just very lengthy, so I didn't want to leave it in. But basically what I said in the email was explain the situation since I even knew who they were, and the issues that I have faced when their secretary was still employed at the place, and just give him a rundown of everything that had happened, that there was no reason to tell me that I could not get back my money when a lot of these things that I paid for I still did not get up to this point. The managing director later replied to my email, and he stated that he did not know that a lot of this stuff were happening, and he apologized for what was going on. And it was a kind of lengthy email, but he basically said, you know, that he was still interested in completing this fantastic project. Lol. He was so interested in completing this project, and if we could just move on from this, and if we could schedule a session. And he gave me a proposed date, and I was unable to make that proposed date, so I think I could get back into the story now. The main issue here seems to be that of the communication between the admin staff and yourself as well, as this is the first and only time I have been made aware of the number of challenges you have faced in having a session set up, right? Now the reason he's saying like between the admin staff and me is because he have no idea about it, but I am supposed to communicate with your admin staff, not you. I am proposing we have a session on the 12th of June 2019 to review the instrumental and continue with the project. I do look forward to your response and desire for us to complete this beautiful project. I don't think that there was a communication issue between the admin and myself alone. It was a communication issue between your admin and you, because you all are supposed to, you know, you started a project, you know, you started the project, you know, I came in, you know, oh, beautiful project, all that. So why never like find out what happened? On the 5th, I believe, I showed up to this session, and when I was walking in, there were two people coming out, two artists. One I believe is a prominent artist. I'm not going to insert his name or anything, but he was coming out, and so my mother, she told me, she was like, he going on a rush this session because them two fellas that you know see, pretty sure they're working on a song. I was like, man, like, and I just try to be positive and give people the benefit of the doubt, and it always ends up in situations like this. So went in, I heard the instrumental, and he basically asked like if I was okay with it, and then obviously we started it in a prayer. He likes to talk about things that he's working on as though it has anything to do with me. Like, I don't care. Listen to the instrumental, he emailed it to myself. It was way better than the demo. Like, it was actually good. Like, this was good, but he had a part of fix in it, so he was like, the next time I come back, like, it will be fixed. Never went back, because you will see what happened after that. So that was what that session was about, basically, to hear the instrumental and see if like I agreed with it. And it was really, that's all it was. It wasn't like an actual session to like record anything. Went back downstairs, and the two guys were sitting down outside of the studio. This battery is dying, I have to change it, but two of them were sitting outside of the studio. He hurried up your session for you to think. So he was like, I believe I had to contact him to come back. So he was like, you know, work with the instrumental, get your background vocals, do all these things. And then message around July, they messaged me, hi Raenelle-Lee, just checking to see if you are ready to come in to record your track. And I say, hello, good morning, I'll message next week to schedule as this weekend I would not be available. Then I messaged on the 16th of August, and I said, hi, good morning, just message in to find out when it's best to come in. Monday to Thursdays excluded as I work on those days. And they said, we'll call you to book a session. So after that, the 19th, I got a message saying, hi Raenelle-Lee, what time on Friday good for you? And I said I would not be able to make this Friday, however Friday 30th or sometime after that at 5:30 I'll be able to make. So yeah, so that was the 21st. I said okay, sure, no problem. And then the 12th of October, hi Raenelle-Lee, we would like to book you for Saturday 19th. Bear in mind, this is the 12th of October. September passed, an entire month has passed since I was waiting. The 21st of August. So I didn't reply because I was upset and I needed to think about my response. But two wrongs don't make a right. And when I saw the message on the 19th, was it the 19th? On the 12th of October, when I saw the message, I should have responded and saying, okay, let me think about it. If I wanted to think about it, let me do whatever I need to do, but not be like them and ignore my messages as they were previously doing. But I was upset, and I knew at that point in time I don't think that I want to do these studio sessions again, because I was just completely over it. Like, how much time do I have to wait to record a song? Like, how long again I had to take? On the 15th of October, they said, please know that we would like to close off this project by the 31st of this month. We will not be doing any more recording for this package when the year is done. So after the year, if you do your package, that's your business, right? This package will be officially closed. So please let me know if you can come in on Saturday. So I messaged and I said, hey, good night. So you all didn't know there was a deadline all this time after having me wait so long. You messaged me on the 20th of August to confirm my date. I waited until the 12th of October till I got a response. Let's not even mention the 6 months I was waiting before that. And now we have a deadline for the 31st of this month. Y'all are a joke. I said keep the $1,000 and I'll do my song elsewhere. Y'all are very unprofessional. Because my thing was like, you all had me waiting all this time to record my song, and now we have a deadline. So when you all had me waiting from the first time that we spoke to the October the 27th, all that time there was no deadline. When I came in October and did my song and didn't get a response till 6 months after calling and trying. I called them in a maxi a day because I was so frustrated. I called them in a maxi and they said the reason they didn't respond to my message was because they didn't get an answer from the director. What? So you didn't respond because you didn't get, so you don't have no manners as a business person, as you know, a nice business trying to think. You have no manners to respond and say the reason that we cannot respond at this time, please give us a little time to finalize with the producer, the managing director. All that time there was no deadline. All this time waiting to get a new date, a month and something, there was no deadline. All of a sudden, and now there's a deadline for the end of the year. Okay, so they say, hi Raenelle-Lee, hope all is well. This is not to upset you. We are trying to complete our projects. The last time you said you were not available, so will you be available to complete your project? The last time I said I would not be available, but the last message that we had was to confirm. I reached out to you to get a confirmation and I did not get one. Okay, we'll confirm. Waited, no confirmation. A month passed, right? The contract has 4 sessions. The second session was the one that takes 15 to 20 minutes to listen to, so that's not even considered like an actual session, but whatever. I said that means I would have to rush two sessions between the 19th and 31st, and due to your past, this is very impossible. If you only have me waiting for months, for 6 months, it is impossible to complete this from the 19th to the 30th. Right? I say it clearly. It seems like you will have no sense of planning, because if you had a deadline for projects, you would have moved to suit since I signed a contract October 27th. I am unavailable. So they asked, so when can you come in? Mr. what did I call him? Andy is trying to finalize all tracks from $1,000 package and looking forward to complete your track. He will be out of the country later this year and next year. So I say, okay, hope all projects are completed, but I'm not interested. Thanks for messaging. And they said, okay, thank you, all the best. And that was the last that I heard of LA Records. That was the last message. So as you all could see, now we have a deadline. So a review on their page by one of my friends. I didn't even know that I tried to work with them, and I did get permission from to use screenshots. So I said, hey, I saw your review on LA Records page and I just wanted to know what your issue was, because I'm currently having issues with them.
So I do my entire recording over and I do it somewhere else.
And I also saw another review on the page where somebody said that they were very unprofessional, and they deleted my friend's review, by the way, so it is not there right now. They deleted it, but someone else did a review pretty recently and I saw it. I have a screenshot, so even if they delete that one, I have it, right? So my thing is with this whole experience is that, guys, you have to be so careful with who you are entering contracts with. The thing about it is that there's no way to like really know, because somebody else's experience, somebody else might have a great experience, and there are people, like, if you Google them, if you look on their Instagram, Facebook or whatever, they are people who actually have songs from them, so people have had good experiences, and that's cool. I'm happy for you, but I didn't have a good experience. you need to be very careful when you take money from people, because from the point of me paying money, whether it is a discount, it is whatever kind of count it is, whatever it is, you should still try to treat everybody as if they are important. I was really excited. I really believed in my song. It represented me and my life a lot, and now I have to go and see like if one of these days I could get some money and see if I could like record my song, and maybe it will be bigger, it will be better, it might be another song, it might be great, it might be so good, and all these things happen for like a reason, and I'm not going to dwell on it. So I have spoken about the situation and I'm literally done. See you all in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Keep up with my videos. I've been pretty consistent lately. Yeah, if you're new and this is your first video, I don't typically do videos like this, so be very careful why you are subscribing to my channel, because if you are subscribing because you think that I am a drama channel, I am not. So do not subscribe if you are subscribing for drama. Like, you're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get that. So see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. I know it's long, and let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one. Later.